The Spartan-Stoic Code. Ancient secrets to unshakable self-belief. Welcome, seekers of strength and steadiness. Today we journey into the heart of Spartan discipline, the mind of Stoic philosophy, and the spark of unwavering self-belief that can elevate any life, business, or personal challenge. Let the story of the Athenian hoplite, the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, and the courage of Spartans guide us to forge a modern path of resilience and clarity. Chapter 1. The Echo of Thermopylae. Long before the world's first smartphones were born, the Greek island of Gela sent its heroes to the famed pass of Thermopylae, where a handful of Spartans faced a legion of Persian soldiers. For 80 hours they stood, the wind howling, armor clinking, each warrior remembering the same truth. The battle was not won by fear, but by the conviction that each breath was a test of resolve. This story reminds us that fear is merely an echo. Conviction, when held with dignity, can drown it. In today's marketplace of fleeting doubts, the lesson is to anchor your mindset to a single relentless principle. Know that your effort is valuable, no matter how many naysayers surround you. Actionable for today, every morning write a sentence that captures your core mission. I am the steward of my growth, not the shaper of my circumstances. Repeat it aloud until it forms a mantra. By starting the day with that anchor, you create a personal Spartan pass that the modern noise cannot breach. Conclude this chapter by asking yourself, how do I respond when the world presents the equivalent of a Persian army, overwhelming obstacles, or constant criticism? Like this video, share with someone who needs reminding that the greatest victory is internal. Subscribe for more journeys into ancient wisdom that shape today's lives. Chapter 2. The Stoic Mirror in Sparta. In Sparta, the agoge was more than training. It was a philosophy of self-reflection. Each young Spartan would practice enargia, an act of looking inward, seeing what was at fault and what could be improved. When the philosopher Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality," he echoed the same Spartans' practice of confronting one's own mind before facing the enemy. The modern lesson: before you confront external challenges, first confront your own limiting beliefs. Identify and dismantle the mental barriers that make you feel smaller. Today's example: choose one recurring negative thought that appears when you receive feedback. Write it down on a sticky note, place it on your mirror, and counter it with a true fact about your competence or progress. Staying disciplined in this practice builds the self-belief that no critique can unmoor your confidence. Reflect on this. Do you let inner doubts dictate your responses to external pressures, or do you use them as a cue to sharpen your inner resolve? If this method resonates, give the video a like, circulate it, and subscribe to explore more practical tools that merge ancient discipline with everyday life. Chapter 3. The Spartan Code of Honor. Sparta's most revered principle was koinon, or communal loyalty, but at its core was a personal oath. I shall rise above my fear for the good of the community. When the Spartans marched to battle, they did so knowing that failure equaled dishonor for themselves and for the collective. Stoics, too, believed in the concept of amor fati, love of fate, accepting the events that happen while still shaping the future. From this, the practical takeaway is: align your personal ambitions with a broader purpose. Today, ask whether the goal you chase, whether a promotion, a side hustle, or a skill, serves something bigger than you. If it does, you reinforce your self-belief by tying it to societal value. This gives your inner Spartan's heart room to beat even when doubts surge. Concrete step: draft a mission statement that links your objectives to a larger community or family goal. Publish it publicly or share it with a mentor who can hold you accountable. Ask yourself as we close this chapter: how do I ensure my personal pursuits keep a heartbeat with something larger, something that gives meaning beyond my own ego? Like, share, and subscribe to keep receiving guidance that roots ambition in purpose and resilience. Chapter 4. Stoic Mindfulness in the Arena. Consider the Spartans' practice of dori, the spear, not merely as a weapon, but as a tool for focus. When wielding the spear, the Spartans trained their senses to be fully present. Every breath, posture, and sight mattered. Stoics advocate a similar present moment focus. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the impediment to action advances action, and that every act is a mirror of the self. Apply this thinking by turning today's distractions into training grounds. Example: next time you feel pulled by a dozen emails, pause and conduct a 30-second breath check. Observe your bodily sensations, then set a single task priority. By narrowing your focus, you practice the equanimity of the Spartan spearman. Conclude by probing. When chaos surrounds you, do you surrender to overwhelm, or do you harness a small, mindful moment to reset? If your mind seeks to deepen this practice, tap the like button, share this lesson, and subscribe for more Stoic Spartan guidance. Chapter 5. The Legacy of Fearless Self-Belief. Spartan leaders often spoke about the Argides line, the lineage that carried courage from father to son, a tradition of fearless self-belief built on legacy and self-doubt's erosion. Similarly, Stoicism teaches that courage is the habit of rational judgment under distress. Together, they counsel that self-belief is not a static trophy. It is a daily reaffirmation honed by practice and reflection. To apply now, create a victory log. Each evening, note 2 moments where you confronted a fear or doubt and rose above it. Celebrate the small victories as building blocks for profound confidence. Wrap this chapter by reflecting. What are you willing to sacrifice today to cement the lifelong practice of fearless self-belief? Like this video, share it as a reminder to your tribe, and subscribe so the Stoic Spartan wisdom continues to echo in your life. Philosophy Spotlight. Stoicism: discipline, resilience, clarity. Stoicism, born in the Hellenistic world, teaches that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions and view of them. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic sage, famously contemplated through his private journal, "The obstacle does not defeat us, it teaches us." From Stoicism, we learn: 1. Focus on what you control. Redirect energy from worry about uncertain outcomes to deliberate action within your influence. 2. Embrace adversity as growth. Each challenge is a lesson in discipline that forges character. 3. Maintain inner clarity through observation. By observing thoughts without attachment, you prevent emotions from steering decisions. These principles map directly onto the Spartan ethos of unshakable self-belief, because they provide a method for internal strength that does not rely on external validation. Whether you are launching a startup, healing from a setback, or simply striving to live more authentically, the Stoic practice of mindful discipline equips you to uphold your self-belief even when the world trembles. Close this section by asking yourself, which Stoic lesson can you integrate first into your daily routine to enhance the Spartan steadiness of your own mind? Thank you for exploring the Spartan-Stoic Code with me today. Remember, ancient secrets offer timeless ladders. Climb them with discipline, and unshakable self-belief will become your compass, guiding you through every storm.